Now, occasionally on this channel, I'll make a video that has nothing to do with Linux, and today's video is going to be one of those videos. We're going to be taking a look at a program on macOS. Now, recently I've been messing around with macOS a fair bit, and I've got to say I actually rather like it. The UI is quite nice, there's good application support, and there's even quite a good privacy track record that Apple is keeping up. The only things that make me not want to daily drive it is the fact that it's not open source, but also the fact that there's no package manager. At least not out of the box. Well, in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at a package manager for macOS Homebrew, right now on the Linux Lounge. If you enjoyed this video, consider joining Odyssey, the freedom-respecting alternative to YouTube. Links in the description. So indeed, as I said during the opening, today we are taking a look at Homebrew. Now, for those who don't know, Homebrew is a package manager for macOS. Now, what a package manager does is, as the name suggests, it manages your packages. So that's stuff like your applications, games, command line utilities, whatever. Now, usually Linux has these built in, but macOS doesn't. And having a package manager is really handy because it's, to be honest, the most effective way to install, remove, update, whatever you want with all of your applications. So indeed, today I'm going to be showing you an open source package manager for macOS called Homebrew. Now, there's a similar thing on Windows too called Scoop, and that's definitely something we're going to have to make a video about in the future, but for now, let's take a look at this macOS one. So if you want to install Homebrew, it's really easy. All you need to do is copy paste this one-line command, and then go ahead and open up your terminal and paste it in. So if we hit enter, it will go ahead and install it for us, but we're not going to do that because we already have it installed. Now, the one thing to be aware of with this particular package manager is that you will have to use the command line. If you're not comfortable with using the command line, this probably isn't the package manager for you. But with that said, it is very easy and simple to get to grips with. But before we do that, let's go ahead and take a look at the Homebrew website. So you can see that they say it installs stuff that you need that Apple or your Linux system didn't, and as you can see, they tell you how to install things. It's very simple: brew install and whatever you want to install. You can go ahead and install packages to their own directory. Cool. You can trivially create your own Homebrew packages, so you can make your own packages if you want. It's all Git and Ruby underneath, so you can hack away with whatever you want. The Homebrew formula, which is how programs are installed, is really simple Ruby script, so you can go ahead and make your own if you know how to do that. And you don't have to go hunting around to find DMG packages, to double click on them and drag the icon into the applications anymore, because you can go ahead and just install any application that you want pretty much with a one-line command. So that's fantastic. So with that said, let's go ahead and take a look at how Brew works. So all the commands that you would expect from a package manager are here, but real quick, I'm going to show you how you would go ahead and install a program. So first, you might want to go ahead and search for the program. So that's what we're going to go ahead and do. So the command to do that is brew search. So let's say we want to install Inkscape, just as an example. So brew search Inkscape, hit enter on that, and then it will go ahead and search for Inkscape. And as you can see, it's found Inkscape, so now we can go ahead and install it. So let's type brew install Inkscape. And then what it will go ahead and do is install the package. It'll download it and then install it on our system. So as you can see, it's downloading Inkscape from the Inkscape website. Super easy and super quick. And then it's going ahead and installing it. And there we go, we now have Inkscape installed. Now, the main advantages of doing this is that it was really quick, really easy. We didn't even have to open up a web browser, and there's all the advantages that come with a package manager too. So for instance, we could actually install several packages at once. If you really wanted to, you could actually write a script to install all of your programs, so you can get set up on a system really easily. So generally speaking, it's a really good idea to use a package manager. Now let's go ahead and take a look at our install of Inkscape. So if we open up the Launchpad, there's Inkscape. It installed in the Launchpad just like any other Mac app. So if we go ahead and open this up, you will see that it does in fact work. So it's just doing the Apple verification thing as with any newly installed program, but we should be able to open it. And there we go. It'll take a moment to open, but there we go. We now have our Inkscape installed from a package manager. But let's say we don't want Inkscape anymore. Well, this package manager can remove it too. So brew remove Inkscape, and it will then go ahead and remove Inkscape. And there we go. It's gone ahead and removed Inkscape. So if we go ahead and open up Launchpad, as you can see, it's gone. So next, let's see what would happen if we wanted to upgrade our programs. so Brew Upgrade, and then it will go ahead and check for updates and upgrade all of our programs. Now this might take a while because I actually do have some upgrades. So as you can see, it's upgrading Chromium, but as you can see, that's really easy. You don't need to rely on every single program's built-in updater. You don't need to hunt around the internet for updates. It just works, and that's why using a package manager is such a good idea. Now that's pretty much all the things I've got to say about Brew. There are probably a lot more powerful things that you can do, but for the basic end user, I think that's probably going to be most of what you want to do. But before I end this video, let's go ahead and quickly take a look at what programs I have installed, because a vast majority of these are installed through Brew. So if we just scroll through my apps real quick, you can see you've got quite a wide variety of programs, some of which are open source, some of which are proprietary, and a vast majority of them were installed through Brew. So it's really impressive, the sheer variety of apps you can install through Brew, and I've got to say it rivals even the largest Linux repositories, and it even rivals Scoop on Windows for the amount of programs that you can install using the package manager. So you really could have a complete suite of applications using only Brew, and that's really impressive. So with that said, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed something a little bit different, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.